Hi, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to make a pumpkin jar. It's a new mold I got. I did test it out already. I made a pumpkin yesterday, and I wanted to try something a little different. I found this orangey, like burnt orange chameleon powder. Completely forgot I had it. It would have been helpful when I was looking for orange for a tray I made in another video, but I did finally find this, and for this I'm going to just paint the chameleon powder on the bottom jar part, and then for the lid I'm just going to paint dark green mica into like the stem area, and then I'm going to add some of those maple leaf glitters with clear resin. Now I debated on whether or not I should fill the stem with black just to kind of get the mica to show better. I chose just to try clear to see what it would look like, and I did drop I think 1 drop of glue into the clear resin and glitter because I was really afraid that the glitter, since it's really heavy, would just sink down into the stem area and then just leave a clear layer on the lid. So I tried some glue. Didn't go as planned. I didn't realize I had added too much until I was already pouring it in, but you'll see that later. It worked out in the end, so it wasn't a problem. And I know someone had commented about glue and resin and if it would cause a problem in the future. That's something I don't know and I haven't heard anything about, which is why I don't personally use glue in the items that I sell on Etsy. I do use it in my videos. I like to experiment and try different techniques and see what it looks like. But generally, I make it with glue and then I keep it. And I just want to see, like, in a year or two, if anything changes, if the color changes or like if it breaks down the resin or anything like that. So far, I think I did the first one like 7 months ago and it's still the same. I haven't had any problems with it. But yeah, who knows in a couple years if it'll cause a problem. So I definitely don't sell anything with glue for that reason, but I am interested to see what, long term, what it does. But anyway, I just thought she brought up a really good point about that. So I thought I'd mention it. If you want to use glue or not, it's up to you. You could also let the resin sit and get really thick, and that generally works the same. But this is just quicker. I don't have to wait. I can just add the glue and cure it. So here I'm just painting the stem green and then just cleaning it out as best I can. And here's where I added just 1 drop, but I forgot I had very little resin in this cup. So that 1 drop was just too much. And you'll see the glitters like sticking to my tool, and it was a mess. It ended up in one big clump that I ended up taking out and then having to add more glitters. But yeah, I think I should have probably dropped a drop of glue onto my mat and then just used a little bit of that. That would have worked out a lot better. But I got it to work eventually. So no big deal there. And I'm just going to mix this up and pour it in, and then I'll let it cure and I'll be back when it's done. just jumping back in for a sec. I think I forgot to mention that I'm going to add black pigment paste to the jar part of the pumpkin. I wasn't sure if I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. So I used clear in the lid, and then I'm just going to add black on the bottom here. And once that cures, I will be back. Okay, now it's all cured, and I think it came out pretty good. No bubbles, which was shocking. Usually I get one in the lid, but this time I didn't get anything. And the only issues I had was, one, I should have poured black in the stem. You can't really see the green. The glitter came out really nice. A few did drop into the stem, but it wasn't really a big deal. And the biggest problem was with this jar here, the bottom part. It does not look anything like the chameleon powder that I painted on. I don't see any orange in it at all. I just see purple and gold. Let me know what you see. Maybe I'm not seeing the orange, but yeah, I don't see it. But it was kind of a happy accident because the jar that I made yesterday was in a different chameleon powder, and it actually matches perfectly with this lid. So I took the jar I made yesterday and switched lids, because the lid that I made yesterday broke when I demolded it, the stem part. So I was going to have to make a new one anyway. So you'll see in a sec. It's like a more of a gold color. Yeah, here it is. I think it goes a lot better with this one. So I'm going to keep these two together, and I'll just make a new lid for the other jar that matches better. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. And maybe you would do something differently. Definitely putting black in the stem, I think, would work. But yeah, I'm excited to hear your comments. Thanks. So I just wanted to show you what it looked like in the jar as opposed to what it looked like in the cured resin, just so you can see the difference. And yeah, I'm not seeing the orange at all. Like I said, obviously chameleon powders shift color, but I thought there would be at least a little bit of orange in there somewhere. But yeah, let me know what you think, and hopefully next time it goes a little better with the color. But I'm actually quite happy because the lid did end up looking better with the jar I made yesterday. So no loss on that one. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.